EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Watch the slant. 25. Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Ready.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming. 54 is Mike.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 45 to Mike. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Watch the backer,
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey. Yo, check left.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Here's Tannehill. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. Taylor.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near...
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Trevor Lawrence hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence throws this one right side to Pascal. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Jack Doyle. his first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run with Hunt. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on. You better bring it. Check, check. Zebra. Check, check, check. Play. Show it in.
He'll get this complete to Batson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Tiger. 58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill letting one go deep for the end zone. Open man Julio. Touchdown Tennessee. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time, it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Now Lawrence. This is caught by Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go. 10-2 saw. 45. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Hey, Echo.
Lawrence steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You ready? 45 to Mike. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Here's Lawrence. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Tannehill on first down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Let's go, Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch the out, watch the out. Go, zip.
Mike 42.
Block.
42, check. Mike.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
58. 30. Mike 58, right there. I got one. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. I'm coming.
Hey.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
Not today, you are. Not today.
On first and 10, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hunt. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
Let's go, D. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Rip left. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike.
To throw again on second down, Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Check protein, spill.
First and 10, Taylor now. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Six yards left on second down.
Hey, Haywood. Tight end right.
Now Lawrence to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw is Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence steps away. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike, 5-5.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ready, ready. Mike 55. 3 buzz. Check. Breakstone travel. Check. 55 to Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. Shoot.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's Taylor again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set